When it comes to reducing the look of aging skin around the eyes, it's not always about an eye cream or even a skincare product. There are actually some inexpensive, all natural oils that you can use for this purpose that can give you some really dramatic results. I'm going to share those with you in today's video. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to focus on all natural oils that can help with eye puffiness, under eye dark circles, fine lines and wrinkles, textured skin around the eyes, and even help tighten up droopy eyelids. A really tall order for any skincare product, but you know what? These oils we're going to talk about today can really deliver. Now, if you happen to be new to my channel and not familiar with who I am, I'm Chris Gibson, a skincare expert of 37 years. And on this channel, we do things a little bit differently than some of the other skincare channels here on YouTube because we talk about things that are going to help you, not empty your wallet, not do more harm than good. And it's not always about a skincare product. Sometimes it's diet, sometimes it's fitness, and definitely cutting edge technology to help your skin look great at any age. So if that's the kind of content you've been looking for here on YouTube, I hope you join us, stick around, and subscribe. And like we always do things on this channel, we're going to jump right into oil number one, which is almond oil, rich in vitamin E, super hydrating, very nourishing to the skin in general, but when used around the eye, perfectly safe to do so, and very good at helping to eliminate puffiness, especially that lymph fluid that gathers right under the eyes in the morning. And almond oil is not an essential oil, so you don't need to mix it with another oil like a carrier oil, because almond oil is actually one of those. You can apply it directly to the skin. Great to do this at night before bed, massaging a couple of drops into the areas where you're having problems. Applying almond oil before a good night's sleep, you're going to wake up in the morning and notice those puffy eye bags gone. Oil number two, one that you're all familiar with. Some of you cook with it, some of you use it on your skin, and that's coconut oil. Coconut oil used around the eyes is an amazing emollient. It is actually anti-inflammatory, helps reduce swelling, helps reduce dark circles, obviously is going to help with puffy eyes, and if you're an allergy sufferer, like I am, it can be very helpful in reducing inflammation and redness and irritation around the eyes. Just apply a thin layer, leave it on overnight, and in the morning, take a good look at those results. Now, like I always do, there will be links down below in the video description for all of the oils or my recommendations for the brands of these oils, so you can check those out when we're done here today. All right, number three on the list, probably one of the most talked about oils on the internet, TikTok, YouTube, you name it. It's been a feature of many of my videos here on YouTube as well. And that is plain old castor oil. Now, castor oil is extremely good and helpful and beneficial for skin and hair. In fact, it's so beneficial, you find it in many personal care products. But for the eye area, it does two important things. It improves circulation and reduces water retention. So it's going to speed up that superficial circulation around the eye area, helping to lift especially those droopy eyelids. It's going to tighten those, and it's going to reduce the amount of lymph fluid that gathers and pools around and under the eyes, getting rid of puffiness. Now, as I just said, castor oil, one of the most amazing oils you can use, very inexpensive, works extremely well. I've done deep dive videos on this oil and how to use it, which I'm going to flow this video into at the end. So if you're interested in how castor oil can really benefit your eyelashes, your eyebrows, your hair, your skin in general, I encourage you to keep on watching and learn all about those benefits. But up next, another famous oil you hear a lot about, and that's argan oil. Argan oil is very hydrating to the skin, helps reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles. It's a thicker oil, so it also encourages skin elasticity, traps and holds moisture in the skin, and is just extremely beneficial, especially if you have dry or irritated skin. Argan oil oftentimes is the go-to for this. And as I said, it's a bit thicker oil than you might see, say, as almond oil or jojoba oil. So instead of rubbing this oil into the eye area or the area you want to treat, you want to just pat that in. Pat it in lightly and let it absorb on its own. Because we don't want to tug at or stretch that thin skin around the eyes, because that's going to make our issues worse instead of better. So argan oil, a great choice for using to help improve the aging areas of skin around your eyes and even on your face. And of course, as we all know, it's great for the hair. Moving on, chamomile oil is an essential oil. It is very strong, so it does need to be diluted. You could add a couple of drops to your moisturizer or your eye cream if you want to try it that way, but you never want to put it directly on the skin. In fact, with all of these, even though they're not all essential oils we're talking about today, it's always helpful to patch test anything you're going to put on your face on the inner elbow and wait a couple of days and make sure no reactions show up. Because again, better to get a rash here than on your face, especially around your eyes. But chamomile oil is very effective at reducing puffiness and under eye dark circles. It helps shrink back those capillaries that sort of give that reddish purple look. So it's anti-inflammatory and soothing at the same time. And then we have jojoba oil. Jojoba oil is one of the few oils that closely matches the structure of our human skin oil. So it works well across skin types. It absorbs easily. It helps to keep skin plump and elastic, eliminating those fine lines and wrinkles. And it's extremely inexpensive. In fact, all of these oils are very inexpensive when compared to luxury skincare products. Now, I hope you're finding this information on all natural oils to use around your eyes helpful. For that deep dive into castor oil, which I really recommend you guys watch this, inexpensive, does some super fabulous things for hair and skin. Just keep on watching, and I will see you at the very end of this next segment. Is there really anti-aging magic in this little bottle? Does castor oil really reduce the signs of aging on the skin and actually help your skin be healthier? Well, I've got answers for you in today's video. All right, so let's talk about the truth of how castor oil works and how it could be of help to your skin. And one of the hallmarks of aging skin is constant inflammation. Inflammation in your skin is responsible for a lot of things that tend to go awry. In particular, broken blood vessels, spider veins, purple-brown spots, large-looking pores, and even excessively oily or dry skin. One of the great things about castor oil, since it's all natural, is that it helps reduce inflammation. And it's so good at reducing inflammation, it might be a surprise, or not a surprise, that it works very well when applied to things like a sore joint or even a sprain. Castor oil, when warmed and applied to the skin, can be extremely helpful even for arthritis. Castor oil is also packed with a lot of fatty acids that your skin needs and can use in the healing process, and also in helping to improve collagen and elastin fibers in your skin, actually boosting collagen production, along with antioxidants to help protect your skin, and many of the proteins that your skin actually does need to build that collagen back. Those same fatty acids that we just talked about also help alleviate fine lines and wrinkles, and more importantly, help fade age spots. And it's perfectly safe to use around and under your eyes, especially for those under eye wrinkles so many people complain about. It can really be a big help there. And you can even apply it at night as a slugging solution to cap off your other products that you've already applied to your skin to help them be absorbed and work better. So there are a lot of science-backed things that castor oil can do for your skin. Not to mention, it can actually help you in growing your eyelashes and eyebrows. However, this oil does need to be treated as any essential oil would be treated. You need to test it first, a patch test on the inner elbow, to make sure you don't have any sensitivity or irritation. And it only takes a small amount to do the work. Now, I've also put together a whole demonstration on how to use castor oil properly on your skin. That's coming up right now. So be sure to keep watching so you see how to do all of this, and then we'll circle back around at the end of this video. So let's jump right into what it can do specifically, and then I'm going to demonstrate how to apply it to your skin, and more importantly, how to remove it, because as I said, it is a very thick, sticky oil. And while it does provide all these health benefits, there's a trick to getting it off your skin. So let's start with what type of castor oil you should be looking for. For me, it is a certified organic castor oil contained in a very dark bottle, so it protects the strength and efficacy of the oil. All right, so anti-aging, what can it actually do for fine lines and wrinkles in the texture of the skin? Well, castor oil, when massaged into the skin, actually helps promote and encourage collagen production. It is deeply moisturizing and helps with dryness, flakiness, and also is able to pull moisture from the air, much like what we see with polyglutamic acid and hyaluronic acid. It's able to do that, but in a holistic, natural way, which means it keeps your skin deeply hydrated and plump, preventing transepidermal water loss. Castor oil is also packed with fatty acids, which, as we know, are super beneficial for the lipid layer of your skin, also helping with the area around the mouth. You can even apply it to chapped, dry lips several times a day. You can mix it with glycerin if you want to water it down a little bit for a little extra lip plump. And even though I did say it has laxative properties, that's not going to be enough castor oil to do that. The fatty acids also help speed up cellular reproduction, meaning that newer skin comes to the surface faster. It even can help soothe sunburns, and it is a master at improving the thickness and length of eyelashes and eyebrows. So let's talk about how to apply castor oil. The best way to use it in an anti-aging skincare routine is a capping mechanism at night, known loosely as slugging. After you've applied all your other products, you apply a thin layer of castor oil to help trap that moisture and help your other skincare products work better. All right, so let's apply this castor oil. It doesn't take much, which is the same as with all skincare products, really. Just about that much, about half a dropper full. Massage it into the fingers, and then we're going to just pat it over the skin. Now, I like to do this into my eyebrows. We don't require a brush, just massaging it in. And this is good, guys, for beard and mustache growth and keeping that hair soft. And that's really all there is to it. And then if you're having trouble with short, thinning, or hard to grow lashes, taking a brush like this one, this is an eyelash brush, or cleaning out an old mascara brush and applying just a little bit of castor oil to each lash is really, really amazing. And of course, you want to be very careful and not get the oil into your eye. So let's do that. We're going to put a little drop on my finger here. We're going to coat the brush. All right. And then we're just going to close the eye tight and brush the eyelashes with this oil. Right there. Doesn't take much, can work wonders for lashes and brows. Again, guys, beard growth, really a super great oil to use overnight. You don't want to use this oil during the day because it is very sticky, very shiny, and it's going to make your skin and or your beard look really oily and shiny, and cosmetics do not work well on top of this oil. So it's not a great oil to moisturize your skin with during the day, but as an overnight treatment, it just cannot be beat. Castor oil, completely organic, fairly inexpensive. Bottles run anywhere from $7 up to $30, depending on how much of this stuff you need to buy. I personally like to buy and keep on hand the smaller amounts of this oil because after 6 months, it does start to degrade and is not as effective. The castor oil that I like to use is Kate Blanc Cosmetics. I'll put a link down below in the video description box so you guys can check that out. But let's talk about how to get this oil off, because again, it is very, very sticky. So the two easiest ways to remove this oil are to use a hot, steamy washcloth and apply it to your face for about half a minute. It helps to dislodge the oil from your pores and helps to dilute it, making it easier to wash off. That single step will usually take enough of the oil off your skin that you can use your face wash and remove the rest of it. Certain skin types, particularly oily skin types, have a more difficult time removing this oil. And in that case, you would take a teaspoon of baking soda and mix it in a cup of warm water and rinse your face with that, because the enzymes in the baking soda actually break down the castor oil and will completely remove it from your skin. Super simple, inexpensive way to give your anti-aging skincare routine a boost and having your skin looking dewy, plump, and hydrated after the very first night you try this. All right, I hope you guys found all of this information about how to treat the aging skin around the eyes helpful, especially this addition of castor oil, this deep dive in what it can do for you. If you did, please like the video, share it out. Let me know your questions and comments down in the comments for the video. And for even more ways to roll back the clock on skin and body aging, be sure to check out this one that I picked out for you next. Thank you guys for joining me. As always, I appreciate you so much. Stay beautiful, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you over on that next video.